Hi, my happy enders. It is another week. We did it. Yay! And you're still with me. And thank you so much for listening. And if you guys could subscribe, like, comment on either the YouTube or iTunes, that would super be awesome. And for sponsors, once again, they didn't send us a pizza this time, but I'd still like to thank them because they're fucking awesome. Thick and tasty pizza. They are awesome, and we still want to thank them for that. And then also, Care by Design, they gave me the CBD lotion, and those guys are super awesome, and super shout out to them. Care by Design, thick and tasty pizza. We still have Blue Apron, still haven't got that link fixed. So, but even though the link's not fixed, you can still fix dinner, and all they send you everything. So all you have to do is fix dinner and then eat it. They go shopping for you. They give you the pre-prepared and pre-measured ingredients, and then they give you a recipe card that lets you know what to do with those things that they sent you. And if you use, I don't even have that link for you. So yeah, Famous Smoke Shop, cigars, and yeah. So if you want to relax with a cigar, spring is coming. You can actually sit outside, smoke a cigar, and watch the weather change and be all pretty. Excuse me. Woo. If you use promo code HOT20, which is HOT20, you get $20 off your purchase of $145 or more. Or HOT10, which is HOT10, you get $10 off your purchase of $85 or more. Handy app would be useful right now. They could build me a bed and maybe a sound booth for the podcast. I don't know, but they can do it. Handy app is your one-stop app for house cleaning, general maintenance, pool cleaning, anything like that. And if you go to Handy App and use promo code AppSave30, which is AppSave30, you get 30% off your first booking. Shoe Dazzle, they are actually I really like this sponsor. I don't want to say they're my favorite, but I really like this sponsor. Shoe Dazzle is super cool. You take a quiz, and based on your results, they fucking send you shoes to your door. It is cavemen wouldn't believe me if I told them that they would actually have shoes delivered to them. Fuck, they'd be like, yeah, you guys are living in the greatest time ever. And Shoe Dazzle, if you use promo code Happy Shoes, which is HAPPYSHOES, you get $10 for your first box. Once again, cavemen can afford that. I don't know why I'm going Geico or not. They did that already, so I guess I'm just ripping them off, and not purposely. I'm just fucking exhausted. Dollar Days. Cavemen would like this too. I mean, you can buy shit in bulk. You can buy, not shit. Awesome, amazing stuff that is worth your money. Like shampoo, conditioner, seasonal items, anything like that. You will get lost on this website, so go check it out. And Dollar Days, if you use promo code HAPPYENDINGS20, which is HAPPYENDINGS20, you get $20 off your purchase of $200 or more. Or Happy Ending Ship, which is HAPPYENDINGSSHIP. You get a flat rate shipping of $9.95. This week's episode, we had Mo Mandel. Mo Mandel, this is actually one of the funnier episodes. I laughed while I was editing it. And he's been in Partners. He was in Barely Famous, Love Bites, Broke Girls. Mo Mandel, he's super funny, and you can check him out, and I hope you guys enjoy the episode.
And I've been freaking out because the sheets came out of the dryer and they're all wrinkly.
You can wash this though?
Yeah.
So when I go to massage
places? It's a cover.
There you go. Because I'll tell you, I do that Comedy Store condo. I'm always like, what the fuck? How many people, disgusting shit is all over the place.
A lot.
All of them. From the 1980s up to now.
Mitzi's. What are you looking for? My cell phone? You have a cell phone?
Is this a Yeti?
Yeah. Yeti.
I have the hardest time using this thing.
It's the thing. I've been using it, and it seems to work. Josh O'Brien told me to start using the levelator.
Yeah.
So it levels everything out.
Oh, yeah. For some reason, mine records all echoey whenever I use it.
Let's see. I'm gonna take a picture. Oh, where'd your face go?
There you go.
There you go.
Alright.
promise this isn't as weird as it seems.
I mean,
It's more.
But
It's a good idea.
It's more weird than that.
It's more weird than it seems.
yeah. Okay. All right. We're recording. Everything's good. Everything's on. Talk to me like that. I don't know what that means. All right. Are you good?
Yeah, I'm good. Are you guys gonna be able to like edit out this shoulder and back hair that is gonna be on display?
Yes. Well, you could have been like Josh Adam Myers and shaved, and then
Patchy.
Steve Renazizi's like, I can't do it, Joy, until I shave. I'm like, okay.
It's embarrassing.
Oh no, you're fine. I have a guy. I call him the human carpet.
This is after $2,000 worth of lasering.
Damn.
That shit doesn't work at all.
It doesn't. It's not bad.
Yeah, I know, but for $2,000, it should be. I should look like a dolphin.
Sandra's all.
Well, I've had everything done. You know, I'm like a poster child for all that shit.
Well, the thing is, they told me it would work, and then
How many
after
times you get it done?
like I don't know, 12, 16, and then they're like, oh, you know what it might be? Maybe you're too white. You're too white to your hair's color, and then I was like, oh, I could have heard that like
But it went
$1,800 ago. Oh yeah, it went down a little bit, yeah.
Yeah, it didn't look that bad.
No, it doesn't. I'm not kidding you. I have a guy. He's been in porn, but he's never been able to have sex. Like, he's always the villain that has his clothes on.
Wait, there's a person in porn who doesn't have sex?
Yes.
Really?
I massage him. He's a stunt guy. I love him to death. I don't.
He's a stunt guy in porn?
No, he was a
Oh.
stunt. He's been in Disney shows.
Interesting.
And,
Apparently they did not check his resume.
in fact, right. Or they did.
And they were like, he's fine.
He's fine. He didn't have sex. He didn't penetrate.
I guess I don't really watch a lot of porn with stories.
I don't watch porn. I don't have the self-esteem for it.
What is that? Oh, you judge yourself off what the women look like?
Yeah, I'm like, oh. That's why I don't understand why I'm friends with Cassandra or Freda, because I'm like,
I don't watch porn. I
Thank
live
you.
porn.
I love you too. Aw. When you find out you're the ugly
You
thing.
would have been so easy to mention her name too, you know? Would have been so much more.
I can so edit this and put you in it. And EmmaLeigh.
You're like Cassandra, then EmmaLeigh.
It's all extra loud.
Yeah.
You hear the kids in the
EmmaLeigh.
back.
Yeah.
The dog wolf.
No, that's not true.
Stop it.
No, it's fine.
Stop it.
It's fine.
So, when you watch porn, it's just funny. I don't even think about the self-esteem aspect of it.
Oh, I do. A lot. It makes me very happy when there's like a C-section scar. I'm like, yeah!
I feel like there's a lot of that, though.
So many
Just
C-sections.
watch, like, amateur. I feel like as long as you put an amateur, that just means, like, scarred up and unattractive. Amateur is like Latin for acne scars.
Yes. You see, like, there's a rattle on the ground and the hooker kick, or not the hooker. She's not a hooker. She's a porn star. Sorry.
It's film.
It's film.
There's a difference.
Yeah, isn't that interesting? It's like you're getting paid to have sex, but if there's a camera rolling, it's somehow
It's legitimate.
more legitimate. I don't understand how that works,
I
really.
wonder if that's. Oh.
Is that a loophole? Like, anytime you're with a prostitute, if you just film it, you're like, no, we're just making porn.
Okay, the sad thing is you and I are on the same page right now because I was
Yeah.
thinking the same thing. I'm like, ooh, you could get happy endings at like a massage parlor. And as long as you record it, you could be like, no, it's amateur
Yeah,
porn.
because usually when you get in a happy ending in a massage parlor, your biggest nightmare is that it's being filmed.
Right. That's true.
What about that guy, Robert Kraft? You hear about that dude?
Yes, the Patriots guy.
Wow, a lot of people felt nervous when that came out. They're like, wait a minute, that can happen?
What? I guess I should introduce you.
I'm just random dude
4 minutes
being
in.
rubbed.
Well, no, it's not 4 minutes in because I'm cutting out like most of that because I'm a bad
No, you're
friend.
not. You're not going to cut it out. You say you will and you won't.
That's true. I have cut out every time I say that the chiropractors haven't given me a raise. I have cut that out.
Well, now you have another job to confirm that.
Get undressed, get under the sheets. Ooh, you're in for a treat. No, I promise this is not a dream. It's just a happy ending with Joy Eileen.
So I have Mo Mandel on the table, and his shoulders are already nice and red.
Yeah, you're really getting in there.
Yeah, You've got some knots on you.
It's stressful having to work 15 minutes a night. You know, it just really exhausts you. I'm going to go all these coffee shops during the day and try to write a screenplay that no one's ever going to read. You know, it's exhausting.
This is like hard work. I want 15 minutes. I take 15 minutes a day instead of 3 minutes that I have to pay for.
Wait, you have to pay for stage time? How does that work?
Well, okay, the Ha Ha Cafe, you have to pay. It's $5 for 5 minutes. And then Comedy Chow, which I like to go to, it's here at Cabo Wabo. It's every Wednesday night. It's $3 for 3 minutes. So, yeah. If you don't pay, though, you're stuck hoping your fucking name gets pulled out of a bucket, and you could be there for 2 hours and never get up.
God, what is wrong with people that do comedy? It's like, it's so funny because I've been doing this 15 years. It's still so difficult. And yet every time I go to like the Comedy Store on a Monday, I'm like, oh, there's 20,000 people who are hoping they'll end up just like me.
Yes. Yeah.
You know, it's weird.
That's our best case scenario.
Yeah, best case scenario.
Well,
you get to go up a little later on Monday.
Yeah. Oh,
we would love that.
What I would do for a 1 a.m.
Dude, I know. I remember exactly feeling that way, where I would be like opening for people and I'd be like, wait a minute, you don't have to have a day job? And they're like, yeah, but I make less than I did when I had one.
Right?
Someone asked me the other day if I blew Adam to get spots on Monday, and I was like, first of all, not for a potluck spot.
Wait, was that a serious question? Someone asked you that?
Yeah, they were like, how did you get spots on Monday? Did you blow Adam? And I was like, no. And second of all, I'm pretty sure I give off the vibe that he could do better than me.
What you should have said is, I'm so good at...
No, shut up.
You should have said, I'm so good at that. If I had blown Adam, I would be headlining the main room.
They have my name twice on the wall.
Right.
How terrible would you be at a blowjob to only get occasional spots on Friends and Family?
What if you were so bad that you were paid regular and you tried to get better spots, and then you blew Adam, and then all of a sudden you were down to Friends and Family?
He was like, no.
All of a sudden your spot this week is parking cars. Like, what the fuck?
Apparently you are not that good with your mouth, so we're not going to give you any more stage time for it.
Trust you with comedy now either. If you can't put a dick in your mouth, how are you going to have a microphone near it?
Oh.
I used to do a joke about that, where like the only thing I'm really qualified to do is like hold my hand like I'm holding a microphone and open my mouth, so either I blow truckers or I tell jokes. And either way, it means you have to work a lot in the Midwest.
And your mom's super proud of you.
Oh, yeah.
You're doing it. No, Josh threw me up on stage, and I was wearing my scrub top. He's like, Joy, do you want 5 minutes? There was nobody in there. And I walked out, and I'm like, yeah, so I now know the answer to the riddle. How many hand jobs does it take to get on the main stage at the Comedy Store? I was wearing my scrub top. There was nobody in there, so I'm going to laugh for you. Cheers.
How long have y'all been doing comedy?
I'm going on 3 years.
I'm kind of going on 6, but not really.
So what does that mean?
Well, I have kids and I live like an hour away, so I don't do it very often.
Do you ever just force your kids to watch you do, like, just sit them in a high chair and make them watch you do comedy?
Oh, my 8-year-old.
Because I feel like he's probably as smart as the average, like, drunk Comedy Store audience member is at 1 a.m.
He is. You know what, though? Not really, though, because he watches Kill Tony. Like, we're bad parents. Like, he found Kill Tony, because we go every Monday. That was our date night. And Brian said something. He called one of the comics a freckle dick. Mm-hmm. And my 8-year-old thought it was comedic genius. So now he calls everyone a freckle dick. And he's like, my teacher, that freckle dick gave me homework. I'm like, dude, no.
So kind of at the open mic level of parenting.
Yeah.
But as a comic, are you proud if your kid's sort of like dirty and wild like that? Cause
yes.
Kind of like, yeah, but.
Yeah.
Or if they say something genius. Like, I had my 7-year-old, he had to go in for his like junior high like doctor's visit. And the nurse is like, okay, Caleb, I'm going to leave the room. And I want you to get undressed and you're going to put a gown on. And he looked at her and he goes, a fancy lady dress? And I fucking laughed so hard. And the nurse was looking at him like, what the fuck did this kid just say? And he's just staring at her like, that shit was funny. You really not going to laugh?
He starts doing crowd work with her. Like, really? Nothing?
Am I right?
It's a fancy lady dress. Do you not own a dictionary?
Yeah, that's pretty solid. It's a pretty solid burn.
I would let my daughter watch stand-up, but then YouTube has suggestions, and somehow she landed on Patrice O'Neal. And then my mom...
What was she watching before that they recommended?
No, it went from like Jim Gaffigan to another person, and then ended up at Patrice. And
That's
she
amazing.
loves him. But I didn't know she'd watched him, and so my mom, who's...
Wait, how old is she?
She's 10.
Wow.
Yeah. My mom walked in and said something dumb, and my daughter just looked at me and she goes, "Damn white people." And I was like, "What? What did you say? What are you talking about?"
Correct content.
Yeah.
Or context. Yeah, fuck yeah.
And she's like, "Why didn't call her a cunt?" And I was like, "Jesus. Oh, I'm a good mom.
I once opened for Patrice O'Neal, like, I think in like 2005 or 6 or something like that. And I remember we were just talking backstage, and he was like talking about, he was on stage and he was talking about like liking to like pee on women or get peed on or something like that. And I was talking to him backstage, and I was like, "So is that just like a joke?" And he's like, "No, I mean, how old are you now?" I think I was like 28. He's like, "Oh, as soon as you get in your 30s, you get into pee." And I'm like midway to the end of my 30s. I'm like, apparently that was just you, because I am not. I don't think that's like a life stage that everyone goes through.
Yeah, it's just a phase you have to hit.
Yeah, it's like, oh, you hit 30s? Yeah, you get your, you get a little more back hair, you get into pee, all the normal stages of life.
Because it becomes more difficult, and you're like, this is an investment in our time.
Look at it's going.
Look,
It's a full stream.
Yeah.
This is an amazing massage, by the way. I want to throw that out there.
Oh, thank you. That's what I'm worried about, though.
Huh.
Like, Joe Dosh and I were talking, and he's like, "Joy, I don't understand why you're doing comedy. You actually have a skill." And I'm all, that hurts a little. So I kind of wish I wasn't good.
Well, I know what you mean, because, like, if you have no backup plan, I think you can get even better, because you're just like, this has to work or I'm going to die.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And
Hi.
That's what it is,
exactly.
though, right? Like,
I wasn't going to point you out over there.
oh, no, we're pointing her out the whole thing. She's the prettiest friend I own.
You own?
Yeah, she owns us. It's a
She like one of those Canadian slaves that we've all heard about.
That's how I got here. It's in my visa. It's a slave, but
she's mine.
Yeah. It's more like indentured servitude, but it's fine. That's why I get the camera.
You're like, it's worth it to be a slave down here because I don't get free medical or school, and it's a good chance I'm going to get shot.
Yeah, exactly.
Where are you from in Canada?
Nova Scotia.
Hey.
That's like crazy out there, right?
Yeah, it's far.
Is that where Vikings are from?
It is sort of. We have settlements. They were some of the first people
Is that like
that came over from Europe.
So we have Indian settlements where you can put a casino on it.
Yeah.
Like, do your Vikings have like Viking casino?
That would be fucking awesome.
That'd be amazing.
I don't know what a Viking casino is, but it just sounds great. I feel like it's all that game they have in the county fair where you smash something with a hammer and you see if you can hit the bell.
Yeah.
Throwing big old trees.
Trees and people. No, we do that. We have the Scottish games where we throw basically trees and stuff at each other, and then.
Is that the game where people try to see how far they can throw Brad Williams?
Oh my god.
That's why we get along so well. He was like, "I remember you." No.
Were you in the room when I massaged Brad Williams?
Mm-hmm.
And he had to climb up on the chair, and I didn't even think about what I was saying. But he's like, "What do I do?" I'm like, "Just get on the chair." I'm like, "Saddle up, cowboy." And I'm like, "Why the fuck did I just say that?"
I'm sure when you're a dwarf, you're used to people saying weird shit all the time. It's like when you're like black at an all-white party, and you know someone's just going to say something retarded.
You're like, well, it's going to get weird.
Yeah.
But yeah, Sam Tripoli actually got up and left because I'm all saddle up, cowboy, and then Sam was just like, Joy's talking right now. I'm gonna leave. I'm like, I don't blame you.
Sam was going to just sit there and watch Brad get massaged.
Yeah.
Nice.
Anytime I get somebody on the chair, like, because, the chair you're sitting upright, somebody tries to put their dick in the hole. Every time I've done it at the Comedy Store or at the goddamn Comedy
But they try to put their dick, in the hole where the person's face is.
Yeah.
The new glory hole.
I'm like, oh, Joy. I'm like,
Has anyone succeeded yet?
no, not yet. Richie tried to stick his dick in Mitch's mouth the other night.
Oh, yes, he did.
Mm-hmm.
That's interesting. No,
That's the story of Hanukkah.
Peace on earth and dicks in holes.
I was in the hall the other day with Dean Del Rey and Brad Williams, and Crystalia and a bunch of people were stood behind us, and there was a guy from the audience trying to take covert selfies with them, and I was like, dude, just be more chill. Like, what are you doing? And he's like, oh, okay, sorry about that. And Jeff Ross came walking down the hall, and he got right in his face. He went, oh my God, you're Jeff Ross. We're taking a photo. And Brad Williams just fell on the floor in the fetal position laughing at him and ran around and told everyone, you missed it. You had to see it. And Jeff Ross was like terrified of this man. He's like, all right, we'll take a photo. But I think they're used to it. But.
Well, it's funny when people go to the Comedy Store and they're so excited to see these people because you're like, you realize they're going to be here like every single day this week.
Yeah.
Like, it's like, this is just such a hangout.
Yeah.
That whenever I have friends who come with me to shows, they're always like kind of shocked by how many famous people are there. But it's like you kind of you have to play kind of cool. Although I had an audition the other day, and Newman from Seinfeld was in the waiting room when I came out, and I had to like fight all my instincts to not ask him for a fucking picture. But this is how hard it is to book a part. The part I went in for was a weaselly evil like neurotic guy. I'm like, and I have to beat out Newman? Like, fucking, you couldn't. Why is that guy even auditioning for that?
Newman.
Why are they not just like Newman?
Here you go.
There you go.
I couldn't even watch Jurassic Park without being all Newman.
Oh, that's right. He was in that. He was the evil little fucking asshole.
Uh-huh.
He really just looks evil.
He does.
He just looks like such an evil little rodent.
And the fact that they made him a mailman in Seinfeld, I'm like, yeah, that works.
That's perfect.
Do you guys not like mailmen?
No, we're all dogs. It's America. Come on.
Do I like mailmen? I don't know if I mean, mail? There's like never any good mail. Like Amazon's the new like good.
Mm-hmm.
You know, as soon as you see,
You
like,
drunkenly bought for yourself, and you're like, oh,
Right,
I forgot
exactly.
about this.
I get excited.
Yeah.
I have things coming right now that I'm like, yeah.
what do you got coming?
More magic erasers.
I have, yes. I like my magic erasers, thank you very much. I have generic magic erasers coming, actually.
Oh, fuck. What is a magic eraser?
Okay,
That's
they're
a mom's dream.
yeah, they're like these white pads that you get wet and they take the dirt off of anything.
Oh wow, this is really unexciting. This is like just something to help your kid not get
I'm
your
a mom
apartment
of 3
fucked
boys.
up.
It's
And 3
amazing.
dogs.
And 3 dogs and a husband.
Jesus,
It's fucking
3 boys?
Uh-huh.
That's unnecessary.
It's so unnecessary. Yep. And they're insane.
Were they all on purpose?
No.
Were
No.
any of them on purpose?
No.
No.
Actually, no, Brody was. My youngest was. My oldest is my stepson. My middle is mine that actually was cut out of me. Section's garbages. Woo!
See, you could be in
shouldn't you do
porn.
porn?
You should do porn.
Tate Fletcher wants me to become a dominatrix.
So there's like a whip in this apartment where we're doing this. Is this person who lives here? Is she a dominatrix or what is that?
Sandra is
Yeah.
not a dominatrix. She's just like a star. Sounds like you
get
fill in the
whips.
blank.
Does how now? Do you, Cassandra? I know you're not technically involved in this interview here, but do you have to ask people if they want to do that, or do you just sort of whip it out?
No, I do characters. I do Betty Page.
Oh, okay.
So that's part of the character because she was known for that. You know, so I mean,
Because my only experience is one time I was with a woman who wanted me to like, or she said she didn't actually have a knife with her, but she said she was willing to be cut with a knife, and she had these scars all over her.
What?
Yeah, I was like, I don't.
You married her, right?
And that's how I met my mother. No, it was just like, it's fucking hardcore. I'm not trying to get AIDS and salmonella. It was just, but she had scars like all over herself. It was pretty fucking.
Now, is each scar
Hardcore.
for a different guy?
did you
You're like,
fuck her?
I didn't. I was terrified. I did not have sex with her.
Don't
I
have
was
sex with
really
girls with
scared.
knives or
Don't have sex with former ninjas or whatever. However, she got all scarred up.
she's all, fuck that. I don't have a bedpost to put notches on. Just stick it in my tummy.
She said she's got. She had these. She was like all into that bondage. So she said she had these little like restraints that would pop out under her bed, so she could be tied down, all that kind of stuff.
No.
Yeah,
Oh my
a little
god.
too involved.
Girl, go find your dad and make up with him.
Right.
I was looking up because I was listening to a bunch of comics talk about how they like it when girls dirty talk, and I was like, I have no idea. Like mine would be like, please, I don't. Anyway, so I googled examples, and there's a lot more like daddy talk and stuff. Or either that or the guy that wrote the article is projecting, but there's a lot more daddy issues than I was previously aware of.
I don't think I'd be comfortable with that. If a girl was calling me daddy, that'd be fucking kind of weird.
Yeah. I'm not into that. No.
I had a girl call me Poppy one time, and I was like, "What the fuck? I'm not like a Puerto Rican guy."
Hi, Poppy.
Yeah, she was saying, I was like, "Did you like watch a music video and you thought that sounded cool or something?"
Oh,
You got it
she
when
was
you.
so white, wasn't she?
Yeah, she was. And when you talk dirty, it has to be in your genre. You know, it has to be like organic to you. You can't just sort of say. You can't just sort of say what you heard someone else say and try to make it work.
That's true. Because every once in a while, John's like, "You can so take a nap after this," and I'm like, "Oh my god, I'm coming!" Like,
All right, there you go. It's targeted. You know, you got to know your audience.
I'll take care of the kids. I'm like, "Oh shit!"
You don't even have to have sex. He just says that, and there, bam.
That's exactly it.
I don't know. A lot of it seems like reassurance for the guy, though, that like you want to be there.
Yes.
Like you're doing a good job, but I'm such a mom that I need somebody to teach me the cadence I'm supposed to do it in.
Well, this Me Too,
honey.
in this
You did it.
in this Me Too thing, you just want them to keep saying that so you know that it's consensual.
Please say that into the telephone.
I'm so glad you have inserted yourself inside.
This is what I wanted to happen.
Yeah.
I'm not going to write a blog.
Yeah. Please put it inside me and continue doing that.
This is my choice.
I came here voluntarily. It had nothing to do with the drinks you bought me.
Right. I am fully aware of my mental faculties.
I will not regret this in the morning.
Say your social security number into the camera so we know that you're fine.
Do a full frontal of your face so we have
Just slate, please. We're here for the part of the person you're fucking.
Maybe you should have people slate from now on just to get it all in there. I am so glad I'm not single now. This would be a fucking nightmare.
I couldn't be single.
It's just way too complicated.
I get in trouble. I grab too many people's butts. I get in trouble. Thank God, like, I know John, so I can just walk by my husband and grab his ass at any time. Like, I get in a lot of trouble. I'm so glad I'm not a man. Oh my God, I'd be in jail.
Sounds like you kind of are a man.
Yeah. I was telling some guy the other day, I massage him and his wife. They both get 90 minutes every other weekend. And they bought a new bed. And I'm like, ooh, did you christen it? Because I am like the most professional massage therapist you're ever going to meet. And he's like, no, she's just really tired. And I'm like, you just need to relax her. I'm like, I have Xanax. You can slip it in her drink. Oh, and like, wow. We were talking about how he could get his wife. And I'm like, holy shit, I sound like a college frat boy right now. And he's all, I wasn't going to say anything, but fuck Joy.
Like, that is so illegal.
Even though we're married.
So, okay, you've been a massage therapist for a long time. How often do you guys like ask you to give them a hand job?
You know, none of them have straight out asked. They
Never? Not
beat
once?
around the bush.
Okay, how do they do that?
Like, a lot of them are like, so, did anybody ever ask you for a hand job?
Oh, so I'm doing exactly what they're doing?
Yeah, no. And then normally, like, I have my, like, responses pretty well done. Like, there's a couple of times, like, a guy has thrown me off. There is a certain LAPD police officer who, I walked in the very first time, and no big deal. Like, he was on top of the sheets, but he was wearing gym shorts. So, like, no big deal, whatever. And he's like, I didn't want to take my shorts off. I didn't know what type of establishment this was. And just the vernacular, I was like, fuck. And I'm like, well, you can get completely undressed. Everybody, if they want, you can get naked. If you need me to work on your glutes or, you know, whatever, you're constantly covered at all times. Like, standard professional massage therapy answer. And then he's like, but what if I don't want to get under the sheets?
Whoa.
And I'm all, well, I am married with 3 boys. I'm all, you're not going to show me something I haven't seen before. And quite frankly, all penises are ugly. So
there you go.
I'm like, okay, there. I mentioned I'm married. I mentioned I have kids. Like, you know, done.
You emasculated him?
Yeah. I'm like, okay.
He's super happy he came by.
And then he's all, but you haven't seen mine.
Yeah, well, you kind of opened him up for that one.
Yeah.
Fucking pretty penis. And then it was like a tennis match, the whole massage, because he's like, you should let me show. And then, by the way, his wife is gorgeous. And I love her. I massage her as well. I've never told her that her husband is like a total sleazeball. But and then he told me that having sex with me would be like having sex with a wildebeest.
That's really hot.
Yeah, a fuzzy fucking sheep. I was like, really? A sheep?
What?
I know. Yeah, that one stuck with me. That was years ago, and it's still stuck with me.
I'm always surprised by the things that guys say that they think is gonna help them.
Yeah.
But a wildebeest?
Yeah.
And also, how would he know what that feels like?
Because he's LAPD now.
I'm tired of fucking pigs.
Yeah.
That's pretty fucking wild.
I had a guy one time tell me that I have the face of a Renaissance painting and the body of a Teletubby.
Like, in a sexual way?
Like, that was his opening line. I hope it was a pickup line and not just like a shitty observation.
And did it work? Be honest.
No. Because no.
I feel like it did work.
No.
I feel like you like Teletubbies a lot, and you were kind of somewhat
No, I was
touched.
more it was more of a compliment for like the TV credit he thought I had. I was like, yes, I'm taking it.
Girl, which one?
Yeah.
Tinky Winky?
It better not be fucking Poe. I don't know.
Okay, I know Tinky Winky, you know Poe. What's the other one's name?
Dipsy and Lala. Yeah.
I think this worked. I think you fucked this guy. And I don't think you fucked him. I think you talked like a Teletubby during it.
Oh my god.
In that little...
I did. No.
Was there a baby up in the sun watching you?
That's what we need to get off.
Yeah, that's the
Don't
only way.
judge
It's
me.
the only way she can finish.
Yeah.
No judgment.
No.
Whatever you need to do.
So much judgment. That'd be child abuse.
It's a fake baby. You know what though? Babies don't know. I remember when the doctor...
Oh god, I feel like this is going to be a confession.
It's so bad. I can't believe I'm
There's
saying
no way this conversation goes anywhere good.
But I don't remember if it was Caleb or Brody, but it was when they like allowed me to have sex again, like after the 6 weeks of after birth, you know. No, it's Brody. Brody is a cock blocker. He still is. He's 8 years old, and he knows anytime John and I are about to get it on, he's like, Mom! I'm like, fuck you!
See, what my parents would do is they would lock their bedroom door and put on like loud African drumming music.
Okay, we put on old classic rock.
And you know some bad shit's going down.
There's African drumming.
Yeah, like,
in
no.
parents' room.
The sad thing is, it wasn't African drumming music, it was actually them.
Right, exactly. Oh, God.
All those chants we thought
Jesus.
Mommy?
My parents still have like naked like photos on their wall, not of themselves, but of, like just like sexy models and stuff. I mean, like classy ones, not like just chicks on like motorcycles or anything, but like.
My first landlord here, it was a furnished apartment, and there was this naked like painting up, and she was like, "Yeah, that's me," and I was like, "Well, that's uncomfortable." Thanks.
But, okay, so they let us in, so we were trying to have sex, and every time we tried to have sex, Brody would start crying, to the point we had the bouncer, the swing, like all the baby stuff, but it also...
Why are you having sex in the baby stuff? I mean,
No,
get
but
your own
See,
swing.
that's where you need a Xanax just to knock him out.
Benadryl, the pink juice. Here, your pink juice. It's good.
Yeah, what you should do when you have a baby is drink a ton of Benadryl so when you breastfeed, the baby gets knocked out.
There you go. Oh, or just don't have babies.
That's an option.
Yeah. Didn't realize that was an option. Or have babies. Sorry, Frida. I know you want babies. I know. I'm thinking of you.
Boo.
Do you want babies?
Yeah, me and my girlfriend are I mean, eventually, yeah. We should probably fucking do it since we're not that young. You guys should listen to our podcast, the full release.
I started to.
It's fun.
I saw when you were trying to get her, when you showed your nipples.
Oh, yeah.
See,
yeah.
so you won't show your back on my podcast, but you'll show your nipples on yours. I see how it is.
Well, it's a little more appropriate to have hair on your nipples than on your back.
Not really.
But I'm face down, so I have no idea what you guys are filming right now. I mean,
Everything.
Yeah.
I'm making
You're filming your arse right now.
Yeah, I feel like you're filming me, and I feel like they're back there stealing my wallet. There's a lot of great things going on.
Credit cards are good.
Exactly.
We were just talking about buying stuff on Amazon, weren't we?
Googling your birthday just to make sure that we can apply for more.
Canadian right there.
Yeah, that's that Canadian mind at work.
Uh-huh.
But she was my girlfriend was on Dr. Drew last week. She's a doctor.
Mm-hmm. I want to get her on the podcast, too, if she's willing.
Oh, she could use a massage. She's the most stressed out person in the world. Doctors are so stressed out.
Uh-huh.
Their lives are fucking... It's just ridiculous.
But I've taken a lot of, like, biology classes, and I've taken everything up to nursing school, and I was in school for physical therapy, too. So I have a lot of, like, the scientific background. So, yeah, if she ever
wants to geek out.
I do. Hardcore. Like, every once in a while, somebody will ask about, like, why do I have to drink water after a massage? And I'm like, no, I should...
The lymphatic system.
Yeah.
It's bad. I know it now, and I had no need to know it. There's nothing about my life that makes me need to know that we have a lymphatic system.
What is a lymphatic system?
Lymphatic system is
God.
your... okay, so it goes next to your bloodstream. So they're side by side. And the lymphatic fluid is like a straw-colored fluid. And what it does is your bloodstream will push all the toxins and nastiness into that. And then you have your lymph nodes, which is what filters it out.
Right.
Yeah.
So, okay. So why do you have to drink after massage?
Because I am pushing a lot more toxins out, a lot of your lactic acid and stuff like that. So you have a lot more floating around, and it just helps your lymph nodes filter it out. Where if you don't, the next day you almost have like a hangover or flu-like feeling because your body's just trying to filter out everything that's been pushed out of your muscles.
You know, my mom's a massage therapist.
Is she really?
Yeah.
How long has she been doing it?
I think 1,000 years.
That's awesome.
But yeah, growing up, we would do massages and stuff.
Is that why you have naked people? They have naked people in there?
Right. Yeah, those naked people were me. That's his other wall.
Very tasteful.
Yeah. Very tasteful,
You said it was
dude.
like every
This is
year
my son.
for your birthday. Every year you're like, "Here, Mom, this is me."
Yeah, exactly. Instead of doing notches on the wall to show how much you've grown.
Just your graduation massage photo.
They have a lot of like weird hippie, just naked pregnancy photos.
Oh, I love it.
You know, just like swollen breasts and giant stomach, just staring sensually at the camera while my dad's sort of in the background like, yes, I did that.
That is my seed growing inside.
I splooged in there.
Are you an only child?
No, I'm an older brother. He just had a kid actually.
Aw,
Yeah, I'm an uncle.
you're an uncle.
You like ride the line of like where like it kind of hurts, but I know maybe it's a good thing.
Do you want it to hurt? No, I'm kidding.
No, I mean it definitely does. Do you ever done the walk on the back thing?
No, I would break people. I am
Yeah.
a big girl. I would hurt people.
Maybe Ryan Mervis.
Who?
Do you know Ryan Mervis?
No.
He used to work at the Comedy Store. It was this fucking big Viking looking dude.
Yeah, I know.
Who asked me to walk on them last night? Fuck, who was it? I can't remember.
I'm
I
gonna
was-
say not Mark Maron.
No, it wasn't Mark Maron, but I was at the goddamn Comedy Jam last night, and somebody was like, "Do you walk on people?" I was like, "Do you not see how fat I am?" And they're like, I'm like,
Maybe you hold a big thing of balloons while you do it.
just make me lighter."
Yeah.
Make it like a
No, because I
Up.
I knew a bit about this, but I went to one of those Asian massage places, and the woman walked my back, but she also was she was like not like, you know, that petite, and it definitely, I was like, this is kind of ridiculous.
I make my kids
It
walk
fucking
on
hurt.
my back,
Yeah.
but-
What was the first massage you had that wasn't from your mom?
I remember one time, I think I was in like Hungary, or I was doing a study abroad when I went Scotland, and yeah, you definitely are like, it's kind of erotic, and it is sort of like, damn, this would be a lot better if this was like sex. And you kind of just do that thing where you like sort of like angle your groin around.
I have a suggestion for you.
I'm so tight in
You're
my
hired.
shaft.
Hired.
Yeah. You kind of like, without saying that, you kind of like try to like move your body around.
Oh, I've done that. I think every
I've
girl,
done that.
every girl has had somebody go down on her has done that move where you're just like, it's just move a different way. You're like, come on. Oh, you were there for a second.
I know, because of the clitoris and all that shit, it's like so pinpoint accuracy.
Well, and it runs away too.
I know. I know, it's so frustrating as a guy, because you're just like, the fuck? This was just working. And now you're moving my hand like I thought it was working. It's very frustrating.
You just said you were almost there 5 minutes ago.
Oh, God.
Can you not read a map?
Dude, hearing that a woman's almost there, that's like hearing that you're in the mix for an audition. It's like, yeah, all right, we'll see what happens.
Liar! Like Maury Povich comes out. You said that you were almost there. The lie detector has proven that.
The sun has now risen, and I'm still doing this with carpal tunnel.
My hand is gonna go off.
Yeah, it's weird. Why do you think the clitoris is up there? Why is it not in the where the penis would hit more naturally?
Because God doesn't like us.
Yeah, it's weird though. There's got to be some evolutionary reason for that.
Yeah, like maybe women's legs were bigger, so it brushed them when they walked. What?
Wait, what?
I don't know where you're going with
I think
it.
in my head it makes perfect sense.
We're
One thing
jacking off while we're walking?
Yeah.
I don't see how that would help evolutionary wise.
No.
But because on our podcast, we do sex and medicine shit. One thing that we talked about is how the clitoris is anatomically the exact same as a penis.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's fucking weird. It's the exact same thing.
Well,
It's
just the ovaries are
balls, right?
Yeah. Because you guys have outdoor plumbing and we have indoor plumbing.
Yeah, somehow we've convinced ourselves you guys aren't just the same monkey.
My boobs are bigger. Well, no, that's not true.
Yeah.
When EmmaLeigh meows, you know that
What does the meow mean?
No, she just.
Right.
Oh, you wear your socks.
Well, I wanted to be.
Oh,
I wanted
it
to,
is like sex.
I wanted to be
Okay.
decent.
You want to be... She's being a child.
You can take my socks off if you want, by the
Okay,
way.
thank you.
Yeah. Matter of fact, foot massage, that's an underrated thing.
I agree.
Feet,
There's a lot of nerve endings.
yeah,
on
feet are great,
bodies.
but it's hard to get someone to give you a foot massage.
Yeah,
Is
you're
it?
telling me.
I feel like no one really wants to do that.
Well, and as a woman, anytime you get a foot massage, within 5 minutes, a dick is inside of you.
Yeah, I cannot give a massage without trying to have sex. It's
Yeah.
just impossible.
You're just a normal man. That's
It's
all it is.
impossible. And that's what my girlfriend always says. She was like, if you give me a massage, but it can't lead to sex, I'm like, oh, yeah. But there's no way I can start doing it without all right, let me just kiss your lower back and see what happens.
You're all challenge accepted.
Right. Basically, you just
And your
think...
dick is what are we doing?
Right. And you're you try, but it's just this would be so much better for having sex.
Wouldn't you be more relaxed, sweetie?
And every woman that I've massaged, they're like, yeah, my husband tries. And I'm like, and then 5 minutes, there's a dick in you. And she's like, yes! Every woman. I'm like,
I know. It's, it's fucking weird. You just can't do it. Yeah, and that's funny, because sometimes I'll offer to give my girlfriend a massage, she'll be like, because she says she's stressed out, she's like, no, and I'm like, oh, that's weird, I would never turn out a massage. But then I realize, oh yeah, it's true, she probably doesn't feel like having sex. Fair enough.
How do you relax?
Mostly go on podcasts to get massages.
So, recurring guest.
Yeah.
Boom.
So I'm never leaving.
You got your phone number.
Cass, we're moving in.
I mostly jerk off, have sex, and I guess occasionally jog at the gym.
But
That's
not
pretty
all
much
at
it.
the same time.
First two I could probably do at the same time. But no, yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm not good at relaxing. Or I guess I watch TV, but I don't have any really good hobbies or any.
What kind of TV? Are you true crimes, history buff?
I like watching not true crime, but like violent, actiony kind of TV shows. I got super into this show on Netflix called Suburra. It's like the Sopranos, but it's in Rome.
Nice.
And so it's just people shooting each other, but it's in Italian, so you feel like it's smarter.
I love the Sopranos.
Sophisticated violence.
Yes, exactly. Violence with just a flair of culture. But I suck at relaxing.
I think most comics.
Yeah, I don't know how to do it.
I don't. I have so many things on my plate. I think because I'm a big girl, I'm like, oh, I get a bigger plate, right? So I can put more shit on it.
It's a buffet.
I feel like you just worked in some material into there.
No,
I feel like that is a bit you're working on.
It's not.
Yes, it is. Jimmy Schubert fucking did that yesterday. He was talking about a breakup, and he said something. I'm like, is that true at all? He's like, no, I just want to work that. It's like, Jesus Christ, dude.
Normally I warn people before. I'm like, hey, can I try this on you? Because I know Brian Simpson, I watched it happen where a comic was talking to him and started like doing a bit, and Brian Simpson just turned around and walked away.
He's like, no, man. And just
Don't do bits on me. I was like,
It's that, or it's just people like just coming up to you and telling you an accomplishment they had. Like, I was at the comic show, and some guy who I don't even like friends with just giving me, it was sort of like, yeah, man, just booked a big movie. I was like, I did not ask you that. Like, you can't just jump in a conversation with that fucking brag. Like,
just out of nowhere. Like,
yeah,
guess
it's Hollywood.
what?
Great, good for you.
see, I get the, hey, Joy, didn't you just, I'm like, Except for, I got excited when I published my last book. I went up to Josh Adam Myers. I'm like, can I tell you something? And he's like, yeah. Well, I just published my 7th book, and then I turned
Your
around and
7th
walked away.
book?
Yeah.
Jesus
He's
Christ.
all, Joy, that's really cool. And I was already gone. I'm like,
Yeah.
I wanted to say
it out loud.
Like the
Someone
Lone
that's
Ranger.
not EmmaLeigh.
Wait, so what do you write books about?
Romance?
Wow.
Super nerd. Like, the nerdiest stuff you can think of, I do.
Wait, like real romance novels?
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
And then I used to ghostwrite. I haven't ghostwritten in a while. So I've ghostwritten like 40 books, but yeah.
No shit.
Yeah,
That's wild.
it's silly. Nope.
But it also makes her not the appropriate friend to ask about stuff because she gives you only dirty answers.
But then my books aren't that dirty.
Yeah, I mean, how dirty can a romance book be?
Oh,
Fucking dirty.
okay. Now,
Like, for the real audience, like, what is the audience? They're like,
okay. So this is my theory. It could be completely wrong, but I completely believe in it, and I would write a fucking thesis on it. I feel that the Kindle and the iPad were the newest sexual revolution, like this century's sexual revolution, because now you can read something on this innocuous black tablet.
oh, so all these people in like airports who you think are doing like real work will just read about Fabio like plowing some
Yes.
handmaiden or something?
And I've noticed since the first time I published was 2015. Sorry, I didn't mean to use your butt. But 2015, like a lot of the romance novels were pretty tame. And now when I go to author signings, it's like stepbrother plows stepsister, and it's it's insane. Like cousins and uncles and
Animals.
my daddy's a bad daddy, and it's insane. And like my books are almost considered young adult because even though they have sex and they don't fade to black, it's not like whips and chains. So a lot of people are like, how much sex is in this? And I'm like, not that much sex. And they like mutually respect each other and love each other, and they're like, no, we don't want that.
They just want to like,
Kissing on the mouth.
they want
What's
just
that
porn,
for?
basically.
Yeah. And I did, the very first book I published, it's actually the 8th book. I have 8 books out, but I don't talk about that one, is I wrote a lesbian erotic romance.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's super dirty. It's porn. And that one is the only one I've actually had a publisher contact me about, and they were like, hey, we really want to publish this. And I'm like, that took me a weekend to write. And well, the one that like I put my heart and soul in, they're like, no, we don't want that one.
Wait, you wrote, okay, so why'd you write a lesbian? Are you a lesbian?
No, I've actually never kissed a girl.
So, but you just felt like writing a book about it.
Well, okay, so it was during that time where like male and female were coming out a lot. Like a lot of books were being purchased.
Yeah, like in Japan, the most popular kind of porn is women reading about young male on male romance.
Yes, huge. So my friend and I, she wrote a male, and I was like, well, I don't know what it's like to have a penis, but I know how it's like to have a vagina, so I just doubled the vagina and just wrote this whole lesbian novel. And then I was afraid when I published it, like a lesbian was going to read it and be like, this bitch doesn't know what she's talking about.
I'm sure it's probably way wrong because I watch like lesbian porn and you can tell when the women aren't gay at all, and like it just looks like I'm sure this is not what lesbians
like,
do.
Oh, good, 2 straight girls doing this for guys. Good, I'm so happy we're watching this.
So I actually called my friend and I was like, I don't think I want to publish this because I'm not a lesbian, and what if a lesbian reads it? And she's like, wrong! And she's like, Joy, well, people talk about killing people all the time and have never murdered someone. And like that was the rationality that made me publish that book.
Well, I'm not a lesbian, but I haven't killed anyone either. So
I have killed people in books. I killed my ex.
That's true.
3. I made him go through 3 novels. I ruined his family. I
Wow.
put him in the hospital a couple times, and then I just fucking killed him. Yeah.
Did you kill him in like a great way? Did like your fake lesbians come and scissor him to death?
No, he doesn't kill lesbians. No, he killed himself.
He's just scissored.
Scissored to death.
What's your writing, your pen name?
It's Joy Eileen. It's the same thing I do stand up under.
But the lesbian one.
Oh, the lesbian.
So, can I tell him?
Yeah.
It's under Patty Cake.
So how long does it generally take you to write one of these books?
Not that long. I'm actually a really fast writer. I like I said, that lesbian book I literally did write in a weekend.
I don't even know how that's possible.
I write really fast.
How many pages is that?
The lesbian one's super short, but I can do like okay. Last time I wrote 6,335 words in 3 hours. So
What?
yeah.
And you just sort of free flow, or do you plan out the story, or how does
I
it?
used to free flow, but then my books were so long that now I break up chapters, so I write an outline for what I want every chapter to have, and then I try and give myself like a word limit on those chapters. Normally, I go over, like the last book was only supposed to be 20,000 words, and it ended up being 27, so not too far over.
Then how do you distribute these things?
Just Amazon. Well, Amazon and like Nook and iBooks and stuff like that. It's all self-published. I'm nobody really, but
Do you need like a Jewish shirtless model for the photos?
I only have one book where there is a naked torso on it. The other ones are like
And it's yours.
Is it mine? Was it taken right now?
Yeah. You're a book cover model now. Ta-da!
And that's yours.
Is it Eddie Pepitone?
Yes, he is.
Oh.
But that's his face with his nice, beautiful smile.
Pretty blue eyes.
Why do you know Eddie Pepitone's eye color? Scares
It
me.
is scary.
He checks it in the booth and we look at each other.
He's always squinting when I see him.
I'm just trying to check out your tits. I don't know. What are you? I don't know.
So who's like the sleaziest comic out there that you guys deal with on a daily basis?
Oh.
Put him on blast. Come on.
It's not like he's gonna listen. Well.
Thanks for the support on our podcast.
Who is the? No, I'm just saying. Like, okay, you don't have to answer that because you won't. But in general, how sleazy are male comedians compared to average males?
45 and under, they're decent. Anything above that, they still think the Comedy Store is just
Like the 80s, basically.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
But
yeah. No, it's
but you
like,
let them think that way, so it's.
but I get really great stories out of it if you let
I
them
so
think
thought
that.
you were gonna say you'll get really great sex out of it.
Yeah, that's what I thought it was going to too.
No, but like they like. A lot of them are like the opening line is like, "Oh, did you ever hear about when I fucked Mitzi Short?" I'm like, no, but you're gonna tell me. So
You can call me Mitzi. No, I'm sorry.
Daft cow. What do you mean?
I feel like there's a story going on here that I'm not getting. I feel like there's some insider information being traded around here.
So much insider information.
Not that inside. So. Never mind. But no, they're a lot of them will try to tell you like their favorite places to have sex in the Comedy Store, and
God, I
invite
cannot
you to
imagine
see it.
having sex in the Comedy Store.
You catch herpes.
It just sounds.
I mean,
It's kind of gross just to be in most areas of the Comedy Store when you're not having sex.
yeah.
Why is this sticky?
Because somebody in the 80s and they haven't cleaned it. See, I don't get hit on by any of the comics. They all know I'm married, so I don't deal with
Yeah, and then there's some of them that don't care.
It's not for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's okay. I did watch Tom Arnold eat a bag of dicks on stage, and that was the best thing I've ever seen in my life.
Why?
Because nobody was laughing, and like there were like 4 tables, like different tables that I watched whisper to each other, "What the fuck is happening?" And so I got the giggles, but I was the only one. So it kind of started out like the, and then I started laughing really loud to the point where people were looking at me, and then I had to leave. So
It wasn't.
he just But I
It made me sad for Roseanne's vagina. Like, I was like, oh, you used to fuck him.
but that cocaine dick.
Yeah. Is that good?
Don't you feel like she got the better end of that deal? I mean, she was like enormous when they used to have sex. She was.
Probably
No, but
I guess they were both pretty fucking fat.
I don't know. That's the thing where when people like guys,
No one was.
guys,
There was no winners in that one.
Like guys like to be the funniest one in the like whatever relationship or situation most of the time.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Maybe it's just because we're around such funny like the funniest people in the city that I don't really want to hear the thoughts of an accountant or a manager of something. And so when I think about Roseanne having to fuck someone who's not funny, it makes me sad. Or like maybe he just was not the last couple of times I saw him. So.
You have to think about the time. This was the 80s. Roseanne was like such a groundbreaker.
Yeah.
And so there's
Is
no...
that a thing on her weight as well?
No, but I mean, he was...
That's what it's on the scale.
He was a yes man, and she needed that at the time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He fed her ego and wasn't too difficult.
But he was funny. Tom Arnold was funny. I don't know about his
He's not
stand-up.
an icon.
No,
he's an icon. There's a difference.
No, for sure. But I mean, like, he as an actor was always funny in movies.
In
That's
this
true.
words,
Oh, like True Lies, he was good.
sure.
Sling Blade.
I agree.
He was in Sling Blade?
Yeah, he was the gay. Wasn't the gay
Fuck,
friend?
he was.
It's kind of a weird part that he did.
Like,
I think he just got...
but who fucking puts mustard on their french fries?
Biscuits.
Just
That's a great movie.
It's a good movie. It's good, like, wholesome family murder.
That's a good mentally retarded murder comedy.
Oh my god. So speaking of mentally retarded, I'm sorry. Fuck. I took my kids to Legoland on Sunday.
Uh huh.
And first it was the whitest theme park I've ever been to. I'm rolling you over. I'm flipping you over. Flip over for me. But it was so granola.
Yeah.
Scoot down this way. I know I'm making you do all the work.
Right, I'm so glad it's on camera. It looks incredible.
But it was, all the rides are super slow, and you can tell it's almost like sensory like deprivation for these kids. I was calling it Autistic Island.
She was texting me every
I hope
10
you were calling that
minutes.
in front of your children.
Oh, I was.
Perfect.
And like I walked by a kid on the sidewalk, and the sad thing is I'm not making any of this up because I was texting EmmaLeigh while it was happening.
Yeah.
I walked by
That's what I just said.
a kid on a sidewalk, and he was laying on the sidewalk throwing a fit, and the mom's all, okay, Grayson, when you feel that you need to stand up and go on, let's do that. And like all these parents are walking around this kid like it's the most normal thing in the world. And I was all, what the fuck is going on? Every black family I passed had the look of regret on their face, like, why the fuck are we here? And then I saw a grown man.
What are you trying to say? Black people don't like Legos?
No, it's just
I've never heard that
white
stereotype.
people trying to parent.
yeah.
apparently.
Oh, inside the snack shops were gluten-free cookies. I'm not making any of this up. And then I watched a grown man get stuck in a tube slide,
That sounds fun. I mean, that's worth the admission right there.
and I was the only one belly laughing where people were looking at me again like I was the asshole. And he asked the kids to pull his legs out.
Just to pull him through? Did it work?
No, one kid grabbed his foot and the flip-flop fell off, and then the kid flew and landed on his ass, and that's when I really started
He's like,
laughing.
quick, get some butter from the snack bar, melt it down the tube.
Gluten? No, they can't do
There
butter.
isn't. It's only like margarine or something.
It's almond butter. Fuck. Yeah, so that was Legoland.
I once applied for a job there when I was out of high school, and I wanted to be a block. Like, I wanted to be like a block figure.
Uh-huh.
And after the interview, the guy goes, yeah, you don't really have enough theme park experience, but we would love to hire you as a beverage handler. Which I guess means you fill up sodas?
It's a fancy
A
name.
beverage handler, eh? All right.
Like a sandwich artist.
Yeah, it was exactly a very sandwich artist kind of theme to it.
It was the worst theme park I've ever been to. The rides were so slow.
That's disappointing. I always wanted to go there.
You can go.
Well, you're not giving it a good advertisement.
You can. I was writing
this episode brought to you by Legoland. Thank you for sponsoring us.
And see, the reason we went is my son was in a Lego robotics competition.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
What a nerd.
It's super nerd.
What is that? Oh, like, what is that?
They build and program robots to do certain things. I don't know. John and I are... That's the first time I was like, dude, we are super uber white trash. Like, I knew we were white trash.
Well, why is that? That seems like the opposite of white trash.
No, because we had no idea what was going on.
Oh, yeah.
And, like, all these people started, like, cheering like they saw something. And we're like, what the fuck are they watching that we're not seeing right now?
I get NASCAR, but
Well, it's
this
good. It sounds like your
good.
kids are better than you.
Oh, my kids are super
Isn't that like the
better.
goal? of
And they're
parenting?
better at comedy. Like, yeah, it's amazing.
So where do you guys live at?
Newhall and Santa Clarita, Magic Mountain.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Magic Mountain.
Magic Mountain. I actually worked at Magic Mountain for 2 days before I worked at Microsoft. It was awful.
That's generally how that goes. You get a job at Magic Mountain, you eventually end up at Microsoft.
Well, it was a temp job. And the lady's like, okay, Microsoft starts on Monday, but if you need some extra cash, I can get you at Magic Mountain for the weekend. And I was like, yeah, that sounds like fun.
Was that the summer you were fucking a lifeguard?
No.
That was every summer.
No, that was not every summer.
She did it to be able to get into the pool for free?
You got me into the water park for free.
Well, water park's a big deal when you're a kid. I
Hell
can
yeah.
see that. That seems worth it.
It was right before I went into my freshman year in college. So I had no money.
Why did you want to go to a water park your freshman year of college?
Because my best friend and I just sat by the pool. We didn't even go on the rides. We just had a free pool.
But you had to take a few rides to...
Okay, he was so hot. He was like lifeguard hot. Oh my god, he was so pretty, but he was so dumb. He was so dumb.
Yeah.
So, and when the water park closed, I stopped calling him because I didn't need him anymore.
Jesus Christ.
And I
Horrible person. What if he was in love with you?
No, he wasn't. He was pretty. He was probably cheating on me. He was gorgeous. But
So you're saying any good-looking guy, there's no way he was being loyal?
yeah. That's why.
On behalf of all great-looking men, and I'm sure I'm looking incredibly handsome in this position.
Get the bad angle at him.
Yeah, on behalf of all beautiful men, I'm offended.
Okay, but so I walked into my public speaking class, my fall semester, and he was in there, and I was like, oh, fuck me. And
He's like, I already did.
And he was like, Joy, I've been trying to call you, and I haven't been able to get
See,
a hold
you
of
broke this guy's heart.
No.
You broke this dummy's heart.
And it gets worse.
She didn't tell you about the other lifeguard she was fucking that he didn't.
No, she had to fuck someone to get into the public speaking class.
Did I tell you that before?
You did.
Who did you have to fuck to book this podcasting hosting job?
Really?
John.
Oh,
That job.
that's my thing. Like, I keep
After you
telling
guys pay for my parking, we get out negative $15 of this podcast.
Yeah. So he was like, and okay, to the point when he would go into his public, when he'd do his speeches, even the teachers like, fuck, because he was just so dumb. And then flash forward years later, have you ever seen that stupid show Undercover Boss?
No.
Okay,
I know what it is.
Okay, so I was reading on the couch and John was on the computer and I hear this guy's voice and I was like, what the fuck? Are you fucking kidding me? So I'm like, hey John, is that guy's name Ryan? And he rewinds it and sure enough.
And he was the boss of a $10 billion company.
No, he worked in he worked in the warehouse. But
I used to... Well, probably one of the best girls I've ever hooked up with is a really good looking actress who's like now kind of successful. Besides me, every guy she dated was just like a great looking idiot. And I knew I was so beneath what she thought she should be sleeping with, and she'd be like kind of ashamed to be sleeping with me. And then every one of her boyfriends I met after we had been together for a little while was like so much better looking, but just a fucking dunce. They were all like, hey, he's like a beach volleyball coach for like junior high schoolers in Malibu or something.
oh, he's so pretty. He's so pretty.
Yeah, and I could just tell we would have sex. She'd be like, "Oh, I hate myself." I was
Can you
like,
turn the lights off?
I swear, it was pretty brutal. It was always from behind. I could. She's like, I don't want to look at this guy.
You? She put you.
No, that would require her to look at me too much. She would always just be like, all right, just get this over.
Don't talk. Or just talk. You're very intelligent. Wear this mask.
Although the weird thing was, I had been hooking up with her for a while, and she wouldn't have sex with me. And then the night that I booked my Comedy Central half-hour special, she had sex with me.
Oh, yeah.
What a low-level gold digger.
And you did it, though.
You're getting $15,000 for 30 minutes of television?
I think she's talking about having sex with her.
Well, yeah, no, I don't mean that. Yeah, no, I definitely did. I was still one of my best hookups.
Still talking about it to this day.
Just 15 years ago, I was still talking about it.
Yeah. Okay, so to end the story,
We're talking about this lifeguard?
Yeah, he was so pretty, but he wasn't pretty now.
See, she's also still talking about her hookups. So.
Yeah, and so John's like, oh, that guy's name's Ryan. And I was like, okay. And then I went to reading, and then I thought I got away with it because 4 minutes he was just playing his video game. And I was like, fuck yeah. And then after a while he was like, hey, Joy. And I was like, oh, fuck my life. Yeah? How'd you know that guy's name was Ryan?
You wanted to brag that you had hooked up with this guy.
No, he was not good
looking.
looking
He wasn't
then.
good looking anymore. What happened?
He was balding. He
was
had
it fucking
twins.
you that just destroyed his
Yeah,
life?
that's exactly what it was.
It was such an ordeal, it just destroyed his
I
handsomess.
sucked the souls out of people.
He got hooked on heroin.
You guys fuck once he wipes his forehead. He's like, oh, that was good. It's like all his hair comes out.
He was bald and fat. Oh, Ryan.
The funny thing is,
Better
she's
learn to read a
into
book.
bald guys, so...
No, but not, you have to shave it bald.
Oh,
I don't like balding
It has
guys.
to be voluntary? Okay.
Why is that different?
I don't know.
Because he has the possibility of a head of hair? I don't know.
Shaving, if bald guy shaves hair, just dress it up that flesh head differently, right?
Well, it has to be shaved. If they're balding, that's fine, but it has to be smooth. Never mind, this is getting weird.
Okay, so then he found out about it.
Yeah.
Did you lie?
No. John and I are very open. I was like, remember that lifeguard I fucked? And he's like, holy shit, he's not pretty. I was like, well, he was good then, fucker.
Was he, though?
He really was. He was so
I kind of
pretty.
feel like he wasn't. I feel like if you saw him now, you'd be like, he's like a
No, he
six.
really was. Okay, massage over.
I thought I hooked up with some incredible chicks, and then I go back and look, I'm like, these were just pretty bleak back then.
He was the second
I was
lifeguard.
really sad.
Yeah,
The first lifeguard was
sucks.
fucking insane. Fuck, that guy was crazy. So, is there anything you want to talk about? Plug?
Yeah, my podcast, the full release. That's it. People should listen to it. It's like Love Line.
Oh, I used to love that.
Yeah, it's good. But it's, so my girlfriend is a dick doctor, and we just take calls and questions and talk about sex, and it's ridiculous.
That is awesome.
We had Dan Savage on. That was pretty cool.
Oh, that's cool.
really
Yeah. He was high as fuck.
Aren't most people on podcasts in LA?
Oh, Kurt Metzger. Ooh.
Have you seen him on here?
Yeah, we haven't released his episode, though.
He's, why?
It was very volatile for a minute.
Why? What did he say?
He was just going off on politics, and I was like, oh, well, it needs to be a little...
Am I supposed to be talking more, by the way? I'm just
No,
trying to
you're
relax,
perfect.
so is this
No, you're done. You're perfect.
All right. Did I talk enough? I feel like
Yeah,
there's a
take
line
your
there.
time getting up.
Thank you.
Goodbye.
You did a great job.
Oh.
All right, that was the episode. That I hope you guys enjoyed. Mo Mandel, I hope you laughed. That was a funny episode for me. Once again, if you guys could subscribe on iTunes, YouTube, anything like that, comment, send me emails at joyshappyendings@gmail.com. All of that is appreciated, and have a great day.